Last year, Tucson received a perfect score on an index that measures how inclusive it is to the LGBTQ community. And it's off to a strong start this year with the opening of a new center on 4th Avenue. It's geared toward LGBTQ youth. Vanessa Barchfield takes us there.
It's been 3 weeks since kids first walked through these doors at the Thornhill Lopez Center on 4th in downtown Tucson. Right now it's quiet in here, but when school gets out in a few hours, this room will be filled with young people ages 13 to 26, playing games, making art, doing their homework. In other words, totally standard after-school things in a welcoming community.
As we come down, we also have a full-size residential teaching kitchen.
And Adam Reagan says that's all part of the mission here.
The mission of the center is to provide a safe space for LGBTQ and allied youth to come, know that they are welcome, loved, appreciated in their community, to access service and programs, and just in general, find company and friendship with each other as a community.
This center is new, but the program it's housing has been around for many years, says Angel Brophy, who works with the kids here. It used to be run by the LGBT organization Wingspan, which closed a few years ago. The Southern Arizona AIDS Foundation, or SAFE, took over a few of its programs, including this one. For the past few years, it's been run out of SAFE's offices. Brophy says already the programming is benefiting from having its own home.
We're also able to have one-on-one sessions with the youth. We have a homeless youth service that we provide, and that really involves meeting with the youth one-on-one, sitting down doing short-term goal making in a private session where they can really come out and talk about the needs that they have or some issues that they're dealing with when everybody doesn't have to listen to it.
Deciding what of the hallway gets devoted to that, plus then the art that we're going to hang in it.
Okay.
Brophy and Reagan say those sorts of private conversations are really important because coming out is still challenging for kids.
A few things that some of our LGBT youth are facing, still a lot of stigma.
Acceptance, fear of rejection by family.
They're also experiencing, how do I find my group? How do I find my tribe? You know, like, where are my people?
Folks will notice around the center that a lot of the naming opportunities that we use are reaffirming, you are beautiful, you are welcome, you have a place here. And so one of the challenges of being LGBT as a youth is wondering, am I the only one? And to come to find out, when you come to the Thornhill Lopez Center on 4th, you're not the only one. There is a whole community here that supports you, loves you, and wants you to thrive.
I believe this space was made possible by a $2 million capital campaign. How will it be paid for going forward?
So when we started the capital campaign, the Southern Arizona AIDS Foundation did a couple focus groups, study groups. We talked to folks in the community and said, what would you support? And resoundingly, everybody across the age spectrum, across every spectrum, said we support helping LGBTQ and allied youth. We really want a youth center, so focus on that. So that's where SAFE kind of took the lead and focused on creating a youth center. And that's where we saw such great success with our capital campaign to purchase this building, renovate it, and get the space up and ready for the programming to happen here. I think going forward, one of the best reminders is that on 4th Avenue, as folks pass by, they'll see a list of donors on the front of the building around the door. And that's not just to recognize our donors, although we're very appreciative of them. It's also to remind the youth that when they walk in, they have a community that cares about them, supports them, would put their name on a building that belongs to the youth. So as we go forward and talk about funding sources and community support, we know that we'll always have the community taking care of our youth because they are our most important resource that we have in Southern Arizona.
Reagan and Brophy say one population they're serving more these days is transgender youth.
One of the big things right now is to make sure that single-stall bathrooms are available to everybody. We don't believe in a boys' bathroom or a girls' bathroom. We believe in everyone's welcome bathroom. So it's been
That's one population that the Trump administration has targeted by scrapping a rule that requires public schools to let kids use the bathroom of their choice.
How is that manifesting in trans kids' lives?
I think what we're seeing is a lot of attempts to roll back some of the progress that we've made recently. But at the same time, I'm choosing to see the resistance. When I talk to our youth, our queer youth of color, they are not letting these temporary 4 years with this particular administration deter them from being their authentic, genuine selves.
Shame on Trump! Protect the trans students!
They are creating, even as those in that administration want to destroy what we've tried to build up. So my hope for the future is stronger than ever, because I know that this is just a momentary blip in the greater American picture. These youth will continue to thrive, and coming to a place like the Thornhill Lopez Center on 4th is a good start for them to help find a space for themselves.
So
And although it's still in the early days, Angel Brophy says she's already seen a lot of successes.
Any youth that can come here and feel comfortable, that's successful to me. Success is having a youth get an HIV test. Success is having a youth we've been doing jigsaw puzzles, so participate in an activity. Having a youth even talk to another adult is sometimes success here. So really, success in the lounge is that when you are able to walk through that door, that's success to me.